Lloyd fires.
Off of him. It's a big ask, but
well, there's Trundle able to try to move around, and that's going to be a nice Murkoff. Takes that shot with the left. 12-0. Wrexham defeats the USWNT.
All right, guys. So we got to talk about an absolutely hilarious story that I hope puts the conversation about men versus women in sports to rest, and also biological men competing against biological women in sports. Because again, they tell us, people on the left tell us that there is no difference, right? There's no evidence that there is a difference between biological men and women when it comes to competing in sports. It's totally fair, right? And that's why trans women, aka biological men, should be able to compete against biological women in sports. Well, again, they need to reference this game right here that happened in a soccer tournament where the U.S. women's soccer team lost 12-0 to Wrexham, their football club, again, in a soccer tournament. Again, this was embarrassing, okay? If you watch the highlights of what happened in this game, these women did not have a chance because these guys refused to hold back. Take a look. Yeah, so you're seeing that, okay? They got destroyed, right? I mean, there's no other word that I can use to describe that outside of, yeah, they got destroyed, they got demolished. They didn't stand a chance. Again, these men were older men, okay? These weren't even like, you know, the top of the top players, right? And again, the U.S. women's team got absolutely destroyed. Again, nobody at this point should be having a conversation about whether or not there's a difference between men and women when it comes to sports, because clearly there is, okay? So with that being said, let's read about this because the U.S. women here are coping, right? They're coping with this loss, right? Let's read here. A 7-on-7 squad for Wrexham AFC made up of former, current, and guest players demolished a team of former U.S. Players at the soccer team on Thursday, 12-0. Lee Trundles, a former Wrexham, Leeds United, and Swansea City player, scored 4 goals in the match against a squad featuring World Cup winner Heather O'Reilly and coached by U.S. Women's legend Mia Hamm. Okay, so clearly none of that mattered, right? None of that mattered. Their World Cup status, their legendary coach status doesn't matter. Again, notice how decorated these players are, right? The women, they're decorated, okay? And the men that are on the Wrexham squad, again, they're not as decorated versus other men as these women are versus other women. It's just, again, it's interesting. The squad scored 7 goals in the opening 20 minutes against the likes of Christine Lilly and Kat Whitehill, not holding back with clinical finish after clinical finish. Goalkeeper Lindsay Harris made several fantastic saves to keep the scoreline from being even more inflated. This article is hilarious. So they're trying to give the women credit for, you know, basically showing up, okay? Because look at this video right here. They're trying to say, well, she made some saves, right? She made some saves. That's the look of defeat right there. That's the look when you know you ain't got a chance right there, bruh. They clapping for him too. Right. Oh, you made a save. That's sad, bro. That's so sad. Wow. Hey, good on her though. Good on her. Wrexham being coached by first team coach David Jones had 39 shots in the match to the USA's 5. So
Heather, what's going on over here? You guys are, look at this. They're fraternizing with the enemy. I saw you talking with Mark Howard. But look, hey, I love that you guys are here, that you're playing, that this is all women. Maybe not the scoreline you were wanting to see, but what's your perspective on what's happening right now?
Yeah, listen, we're super proud. Like, we're so happy to be here at this event. Hopefully we've proven to anybody, like, just go for it. Just live, right? And like, what's the worst thing that can happen? We lose 16-0 to Wrexham. We don't care because we're living, we're being bold, we're being brave, and we're having a lot of fun. Honestly, the U.S. has really warmed to Wrexham, obviously, after what Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney have done. And we know that America loves the U.S. women's national team. So here we have two amazing products that American soccer fans are getting behind. And, yeah, it's just a ton of fun. And I love this game, and it's brought all of us together tonight, different parts of the world.
yeah, that sounds like cope to me. Right? That sounds like cope. Okay? Oh, who cares? Nobody cares. We don't care. Right? Who cares? Well, I mean, hey, you can frame it that way, right? And just say who cares, but at the same time, you got your ass whooped, okay? I'll be low-key heated, right? Because some of these women were probably delusional enough to think that they could win, right? I'm just saying. The soccer tournament is a 32-team competition in North Carolina that concludes on Sunday. Clubs feature include Borussia Dortmund and West Ham United with a $1 million prize at stake. Yeah, so guys, that was embarrassing, but also hilarious at the same time. Again, anybody that wants to have this conversation, debate about biological men and women competing against each other in sports, just reference that highlight clip right there. Okay, it's not fair. And honestly, these women are lucky they didn't get hurt, to be quite honest with you. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.